What if the person who made you feel special was never really choosing you, only keeping you on standby? Because that is how ghostlight love works. They vanish, return, smile like nothing happened, and somehow leave you apologizing for being hurt. Before we go deeper, subscribe to Love Decoded Hub, because this story might be the reason you stop begging for clarity and start demanding it. There was a man named Daniel. Not the kind of man who broke hearts loudly. He did it quietly. He was smooth with words, soft with promises, and dangerous with silence. When Daniel liked a woman, he came in warm. Good morning texts, late night calls, dreams, future talk. He made love feel easy, almost safe. And that is why women trusted him. The woman in this story was Maya. Maya was not foolish. She was careful. She had been hurt before, so she moved slowly. She watched actions more than words. She believed consistency was love's real language. At first, Daniel spoke that language perfectly. He called every day for 2 weeks straight. He asked about her work. He remembered the smallest things. The tea she liked. The song she used when she wanted to feel strong. The name of her younger brother. Even the way she hated being interrupted when she was explaining something important. Maya started smiling at her phone like a teenager. And Daniel knew it. That is the moment some men stop loving you and start managing you. One night, after a beautiful conversation, Daniel said something Maya would never forget. "I've never felt this way before." That line entered her heart like light through an open window. She believed him. Then, without warning, the first silence came. Not 1 day, 3 days. Maya checked her phone, then checked again. No reply, no explanation, no warning. She told herself he was busy. Then came day 4. He texted like nothing had happened. "Hey babe, sorry, crazy week." That was all. No real apology, no real explanation, just enough sweetness to make her question her own feelings. And because Maya was honest, she replied kindly. "It's okay, I just got worried," Daniel answered quickly. "See, this is what I mean, you always assume the worst. I'm trying here and you make it hard." That was the first crack. Not in the relationship, in her confidence, because now Maya was not just asking, "Where did you go?" She was asking, "Am I too much for needing an answer?" That is the trap. Ghostlight love does not only disappear, it returns with just enough warmth to make you blame yourself for feeling cold. The pattern got worse. Daniel would come close, then retreat. Text heavily, then vanish. Make plans, then cancel. Promise a call, then go silent. Come back with charm, laughter, and a sentence that sounded innocent but felt poisonous. "You're overthinking." "You're too emotional." "You know I care, right?" Every time Maya tried to name the pain, Daniel turned it into a problem with her. Not his absence, not his inconsistency, her reaction. That is how a person can hurt you twice. First, by disappearing, then by making you doubt your right to notice. By month 2, Maya was no longer dating Daniel. She was decoding him. She began reading every message like it was a secret code. Every emoji mattered. Every typing bubble felt like a heartbeat. Every delay became a test. Every small kindness felt like proof of love. That is what ghostlight does. It turns a woman into a detective inside her own relationship. One evening, Maya finally asked the question she had been carrying for weeks. "Daniel, are we together or not?" He smiled, leaned back, and gave her the softest answer possible. "Why are you making this so heavy? Just enjoy what we have." That sentence is a doorway to heartbreak because it sounds mature, but it is really avoidance wearing perfume. Maya felt her chest tighten. She had heard enough, so she said, "No, I'm not asking for a vibe. I am asking for truth." Daniel laughed lightly, but his eyes hardened. Then came the line that changed everything. "If you didn't trust me, maybe this was never going to work." And that was when Maya finally understood. He had not been confused. He had not been busy. He had not been helpless. He had been controlling the distance on purpose, keeping her close enough to want him, far enough to need him, uncertain enough to keep chasing. That is ghostlight. It is not love. It is emotional fog. It makes you reach for a person who keeps moving like a shadow. It makes you call it passion when it is really instability. It makes you call it chemistry when it is really confusion. And confusion is expensive. It costs sleep. It costs peace. It costs self-respect. So Maya did the hardest thing a loving person can do. She stopped explaining herself. No long paragraph, no emotional essay, no begging for clarity. She simply said, I need consistency, not compliments. I need truth, not appearance. If you cannot give me that, I will step away. Daniel tried the usual tricks. He called late that night. He sent soft messages. He said he missed her. He said she was the only one who understood him. He said he was not like other men. But Maya had finally seen the pattern. The warmth was never the proof. The pattern was, and the pattern was clear. He only came back when he felt her slipping away. That is not devotion. That is possession. Maya did not answer. The next day he sent another message. Nothing. A week passed. Nothing. Then came the final text. I guess you were never really serious about us. Maya read it once and smiled, because now she understood the entire game. He had disappeared, returned, blamed, softened, and vanished again. And when she refused to keep bleeding quietly, he tried to make her the villain. That is the last move of a person who never planned to stay. Make your exit look like their failure. But Maya did not fall for it. She blocked his number. She muted the memories. She stopped checking old messages. She stopped confusing anxiety with love. And slowly, the fog lifted. She slept better. She laughed harder. She remembered what peace felt like. Then one day, she met someone else. No fireworks, no dramatic speeches, no impossible promises, just consistency. A text when he said he would text. A call when he said he would call. Honesty when something was wrong. Respect when she spoke. And calm where there had once been chaos. That is when Maya learned the truth. Real love does not keep you guessing. Real love does not punish you for asking questions. Real love does not disappear and return like a ghost trying to haunt your heart. Real love stays. And if this is hitting home, subscribe to Love Decoded Hub right now, because the next relationship mistake could cost you more than your time. It could cost you your self-worth. Months later, Maya looked back and realized Daniel had never really loved her the way she imagined. He loved the attention. He loved the comfort. He loved being wanted. He loved how easy it was to return after hurting her. But love without accountability is just appetite. And some people do not want a relationship. They want access. Access to your energy. Access to your softness. Access to the part of you that keeps forgiving. Ghostlight. People are skilled at one thing. They know exactly how to make a sincere heart feel dramatic for asking for basic respect. That is why so many good people stay too long. They are not weak, they are hopeful. They keep thinking the next version of the person will be the real one, but the real one is already there. The disappearing act is the truth. The confusion is the message. The inconsistency is the pattern, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Maya never hated Daniel. She simply stopped worshipping a version of him that only existed when it was convenient. That was her freedom. Because healing is not always about getting an apology. Sometimes healing is just refusing to audition for someone who keeps forgetting your name the moment you stop performing. So remember this. If someone keeps leaving you in emotional darkness, do not call it mystery. Do not call it love. Call it what it is, and walk toward the light. This is Love Decoded Hub. Subscribe for more relationship truth that saves your heart before the wrong person drains it.